Well, hi, good evening. It's St. John DeVay here and another Get Fit in 21. Well, today is Sunday the 24th of January and we were supposed to do a 100-minute endurance ride in zone 2 with 10 minutes warm up and 10-minute recovery in zone 1. But unfortunately, at quarter to 10 this morning, it started to snow and it's carried on snowing now. It's now 8 hours, so it's now quarter to 6. So it's about 2 inches deep, and it fell on a hard frost overnight. So it didn't really look like to go out in that. So hey ho. So I lost the day's ride. Never mind, these things happen. Don't try and play catch up. It's gone. The ride's gone, and that's it. So I'll just do the scores of the door for the week. So it was just the 2 rides that we had, which this week was on a Tuesday and a Friday, again because of bad weather. And the total effort for this week was 328, which is down on last week because we lost a potential of 220 plus effort today. So that will put us way in 550 odd, which would be nearly 100 above last week. So never mind, these things happen, and life goes on. But don't play catch up. If you miss a day's exercise, don't worry. If you miss 2 days exercise, then do that week again. Okay, so anyway, let's just have a recap what we did this week. The Monday was the recovery day, and on my Monday recovery day, I weighed myself and I washed my bike, and I found that I was a pound lighter than last week, so that was good. Tuesday we had the temple ride, 5-minute warm up zone 1, 45-minute in zone 3, and 5-minute cool down again in zone 1, slightly over by 6 minutes. Don't worry about that. Again, if you go over 10 minutes, if you go under 10 minutes, then you should worry about you're not getting your money's worth in doing the ride. You need to be doing less than 10 minutes over it or under. Okay. My Wednesday was a CrossFit day. I did an hour hill walking, which was good. And on Thursday was the second ride, which is exactly the same as Tuesday, but due to the fact it was absolutely honking it down, I did it on Friday instead. And on Thursday I had a rest day. Yesterday, Saturday, was another hour out on the hills walking, and today I should have been a 100 minutes endurance ride in zone 2 with 10 minutes warm up and 10 minutes recovery in zone 1. So there you have it. There is week 3. A change from what we were doing in week 1 and week 2, which we were doing some endurance work just to get you used to the bike, just to get your legs turning over, get your time in the saddle. Next week, week 4, we're going to start off again with a rest day on the Monday, so it'll be bike cleaning day again, and I'll weigh myself. And this week we're going to have another rest day on the Tuesday. You've earned it. We put this in now and again. It gives you a double boost. The most important aspect of training, you have recovery days, you have nutrition, and you have training. The 3 aspects of fitness. The most important is recovery. So bear that in mind. So we had a double rest day this week on the Monday and the Tuesday, or the week coming up. And then on Wednesday, I am going to do a functional threshold test for heart rate. How is that done? Well, That is done by having a 10 to 15 minute warm up, zone 1, 2, and 3, and by the time you get to the end of your warm up, your heart needs to be pumping. You don't set your clock, or you don't set your timing device or your recording device for your heart monitor until you start the actual test, which is for 20 minutes long. And then after that 20 minutes, before you do the recovery, you need to switch your recording device off, because if you record your warm-up and your recovery, you will screw the figures up. You need to be giving it your best effort, all but max, all the way. And the way I say is that you need to break down your 20 minutes in 4 segments of 5 minutes. But don't stop. You just need to say after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you need to say at those times, have I gone too fast? Have I gone too slow? Or is my pace just right? And you need to evaluate yourself at the 5, 10 and your 15-minute intervals. If it's too slow, increase it. If it's too fast, slow down. And if it's just right, carry on. But what you want to be doing is best effort. And when you get to 15, you've got 5 minutes left, you just go for it anyway. Okay? You need to record all that test. You need to cool down for about 15 minutes afterwards in zone 1. Take it easy, get back, clean yourself up, get a cup of tea, put your feet up, and then look at your figures. And then if you've got a gizmo like mine, which I don't have on, a Garmin 1000, it would actually show you your maximum average heart rate. I've been saying it on daily summaries each day what my average heart rate is. This will give it, and with that you can then times it by 0.95, yeah, and that will give you a functional test heart rate. And with that you can program that figure it gives you into your Garmin, and that will break down your training zones for you. The only thing it can't do on the Garmin, it only gives you 5 zones, and with the functional test you've got 6 zones, because between zone 3 and zone 4 you have a zone called the sweet spot, which is upper aerobic, lower anaerobic. And so if you can't put it in your actual monitoring device, your recording device, you need to just work it out and have a little note on your bike when we come to do the sweet spot training, what your heart rate zones are or parameters are for sweet spot. Okay, so that's going to be on the Wednesday. Now, for those who don't want to do a functional threshold test, for those who want to be able to say, okay, but I still want to be able to work off a heart rate, then I suggest you do the paper test, or paper exercises, where you take your age and then you times that by, top of my head, 0.7, and then you take that value away from 207, and that will give you a virtual maximum heart rate. There's no need to turn it into a functional one by times it by 0.95, because it's not real anyway. It just gives you an idea of where to start and program it into your gizmo for recording devices. And then once you get comfortable and you feel you're fit enough to have a go at the actual physical test, then do it. But a lot of people, they're unfit, they haven't done any exercise, they're overweight, they're carrying injuries. I do not recommend you to do a physical test because it is a killer and you can do yourself a lot of damage. So do a virtual heart rate test by working it out, 0.7 of your age, away from 207, and that will give you a virtual heart rate. Okay? So if you don't do the physical test on Wednesday, you can do a tempo ride, and that will be a 10-minute warm-up in zone 1/2. You'll have a 45-minute ride in zone 3, and you finish off with a 5-minute cool down. On Thursday, we're looking at a CrossFit. Again, the choice is yours. Whether you do a 1 hour walk, 1 hour a run, a swim, if there's any facilities open, or you can have a workout doing leg focus exercises, squats, step ups, lunges, that sort of thing. And again, core work, doing some sit-ups or some crunches, and you can do some biceps and some shoulder and some I've forgotten tricep exercises, because when we come and do hill training in a month's time or so, you will feel the effort on your triceps. On the Friday, we will be doing another tempo ride, but this time it will be for 50 minutes. And then on Saturday is a rest day. And then on Sunday, we will be doing a 115-minute endurance ride, weather permitting. There we go. We rely on the weather. So, like I said, we've lost a day today. That's not too bad. That's the first day we've lost this year. In 3 weeks, we've lost 1 day. That's not a problem, but let's not chase them. If we lose 2 days in a week, then we'll do that week training again. So, well done everyone. Keep it up, and I'll look forward to you training next week. Stay safe, be seen, get fitter, get lighter, get healthier, get leaner. Bye-bye for now.